And we are just about nearing that time. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock start for this baseball game in the afternoon. It's the RCC Hawks versus the WCC Vikings. Again, trying to catch Fabio Ricci from stealing second and getting the advantage back to the Hawks. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. Count 0-1. No outs. Top of the first. And back to first, trying to catch the runner. RCC really worrying about keeping this game even right now. And that's strike number 2. 0-2 count now for Matt Casanelli. Nick Thorgerson coming in for a pitch on the outside, just a little bit, as that is ball number 1. Count 1-2 now for Matt Casanelli. Working Nick's arm so far, as he's thrown many pitches this round. Runner attempting to go for second, but our catcher, Anthony Milano, seemed to be ready for that one, as Matt Casanelli was struck out. And that is the first out of the inning for the RCC Hawks. Up at bat now is John Fussell, number 12. And that's a strike call. Count 0-1. Fabio Ricci still on base, as Thorgerson tries to throw him out again. And that ball is hit over to second base. The play is at second, and Fabio Ricci is out for the second out of the inning. Up at bat now is number 24, Luigi Suazo for Westchester County. And we got a strike call on that first pitch. Count 0-1. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Runner goes. Ball hit foul, as Luigi Suazo still works the count. Pitch low, as that's ball number 1. And the pitch, runner goes, going for second. And that ball was wide, as number 12, John Fussell, successfully steals second base. And we now have a runner in scoring position for the Westchester County Vikings. A dangerous situation early in the game for the RCC Hawks. Let's see if they can find their way out of it with 2 strikes already on Luigi Suazo. Ball low. Count 2-2. And that ball was hit low, as the pitcher catches that successfully and makes the last out of the inning, as we wrap up the top of the first with no runs scored. And we are now back. Start of the bottom of the first, with Victor Sanchez stepping up to bat first. Pitching right now for WCC is Andrew Rosenbaum, number 28. Excuse me. As he lines up his first pitch. And that was low for ball number 1. Good eye for Victor Sanchez as he chooses not to swing. And he chooses to swing that one, and that was a swing and a miss. Count 1-1. Victor taking a step back. Ball hit foul for strike 2. Andrew Rosenbaum looking for that final strike right now as he goes for it, but that ball is hit up the middle over to second base, and that is a base hit for Victor Sanchez. As we now have number 7, Anthony Barbetto, stepping up to bat. As we take a timeout for Victor Sanchez over on first as he ties his shoe really quick. Strike 1. No outs yet for the RCC Hawks. Throwing over back to first, trying to get Victor Sanchez out as he attempts to steal a base. Taunting this picture. Pitch outside. Count 2-1. The catcher for WCC saw that bunt coming and was getting ready to throw over to second and stop that steal. Going for that double play as Victor Sanchez goes for second right now. Ball overthrown to second, and he's safe. Successfully steals second base, Victor Sanchez, and moves into scoring position for the RCC Hawks. With no outs left, this is a dangerous game WCC is playing right now. Anthony Barbetto stepping up. Pitch outside as we have a full count now. Runner goes for second as that ball is swung and hit foul. As I will correct myself, as Victor Sanchez was running for third just now, not second base. Full count for Anthony Barbetto. Andrew Rosenbaum getting ready to strike his batter out. That ball is hit over to right field, and that is a fair ball. Base hit for Anthony Barbetto as he moves Victor Sanchez over to third base. Players on first and third. Nobody out yet. As number 12, Scott Pesciani, is up for bat. First pitch hit up high, over to third. As that is a pop-up out. As number 17, Billy Seymour, outfielder, is stepping up to bat. Billy is a freshman here at RCC, as he takes a ball for his first pitch. Well, with runners in scoring position, with only one out in this first half of the inning, RCC can get on the board early in this game. And that was a swing and a miss. Throw over to first as he tries to get Anthony Barbetto out. As that is a strike call. Count 1-1. Trying to make sure Anthony Barbetto doesn't get over to second, as if this ball is hit over to left or right field, they can easily have 2-run score. That ball is hit up high over to center field. As the play is made, and the throw is being made over to home, and Victor Sanchez scores as Anthony Barbetto runs over to second base, and he successfully gets second. Well, a sacrifice fly for Billy Seymour as RCC takes the lead in a 1-0 game. 2 outs now as Dominic Kolbaba steps up to see if he can follow up. As that is a strike right down the middle. Count 0-1 for Dominic as he gets a second strike called. Count 0-2. 2 outs, 2 strikes for Dominic Kolbaba as he swings and ends the inning. Outside for ball number 1. Ball coming right towards my face as a fence protects me for strike number 1. Count 1-1. That ball is hit over to right field. And making that play would be I believe that was Scott Pesciani, who made the grab for the first out of the inning, as Justin Castellani steps up to bat first, hit over to the gap by second and shortstop, as he gets a base hit. Now up to bat is number 20, Justin Palladino. Seems to be a heavy hitter, this man. May be a threat to the RCC Hawks. Let's see how Nick Thorgerson handles this. Throw over to first, trying to stop Justin Casanelli from moving to scoring position, as he now lines up right down the middle. Ball hit foul, and we have strike one for Justin Palladino. Ball thrown to first again. Casanelli safe as well. The pitch hit foul over to third base. Count 0-2. Just a bit outside. As we now have a 1-2 count. Ball hit up, thrown high as Justin Casanelli steals second base. The Vikings now have a runner in scoring position with a threat to the Hawks. Let's see how Thorgerson handles this. Pitch down the middle, hit up high. As first base, Eric Benyak makes the play. And number 32, Jeremy Guerrero, stepping up to bat. With 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, let's see if he can capitalize and tie the game up for his team. Ball thrown low for a 1-0 count. That ball is hit deep over to center field as that play is made. Well, that's the end of the top half of the second inning. No runs scored again for WCC as RCC steps up to bat. Leadoff hitter for RCC is number 19. Pardon me, number 9, Nick Gamboli. Nick Gamboli now up for bat. Pitch over to third as the play is made. First out of the inning. First pitch, first swing, and first out, all in one sequence. As number 9 now steps up to bat, Anthony Aresto. Pitch outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Count 1-1. Pitch low for ball number 2. Count 2-1 for Anthony Aresto. His first at-bat of the game. As that ball is thrown outside again for ball number 3. Working the count right now on pitcher Andrew Rosenbaum. As that ball is hit deep to right field. Going back is the right fielder as he can't make the play. Rounding first, going to third. Anthony Aresto hits a triple as he moves into scoring position for the RCC Hawks. Number 15, Nick Kolbaba, may be able to capitalize on this situation.
That is true. Guys can't find nothing.
Nope. I didn't see him at all.
Can you hear yourself?
No. Ball hit over to third.
Turn this up and down to try to hear yourself.
Still can't.
We gotta talk when you're trying to listen.
Right. Count 2-2 now. Nick Kolbaba up at bat. Pitch is low as he now has a full count. With only 1 out in this game so far. In this inning. That ball is hit over to left field. As the left fielder isn't able to make that play, RCC comes in and scores their second run of the game. As we now have a 2-0 game here at Rokland Community College, WCC, in a midst of confusion, with number 20, Anthony Milano, stepping up to bat. Nick successfully hitting a base hit over to third. Ball is thrown low for ball number 1. The ball is hit foul on the third baseline as the count is 1-1. That ball is hit over to third base. The play is at second, and that is made, and the ball thrown to first as it's thrown past the first baseman. Nick Kolbaba is thrown out, but Anthony Milano advances to first. 2 outs now in the bottom of the second, as WCC calls for a time. Coach wanting to go talk to Andrew Rosenbaum, seeing if he can figure out what's going wrong. Or the coach is now talking to the umpire, trying to see if he can get that call corrected, maybe. As we now have number 4, top of the order, Victor Sanchez up at bat. He scored a base hit on his first up at bat and successfully stole second base. Ball thrown outside, count 1-0. And as Victor gets a strike call, count 1-1. He bunts the ball over to third base as they scramble for the ball, but he is safe. Moves a runner into scoring position with number 7, Anthony Barbetto, stepping up to bat. His second at-bat, hitting a base hit as well on his first at-bat. As we are still in the middle of the second inning. 2 outs. Anthony Barbetto up at bat. A runner in scoring position with a runner on first. Ball is thrown right down the middle for a strike. Ball is hit foul. Count 0-2 for Anthony. That ball is hit over to right field and foul. Swings and hits that ball foul. That ball is hit over to center field. Fielder not able to make that play as it's hit over to the gap. Right fielder fumbling with the ball. Both runs have been scored. As Anthony goes for an infield home run, and he does it. 3 runs just scored for the RCC Hawks as they take a 5-0 lead in the second inning. An incredible in the park home run. As Barbetto booked it around third base, trying to make it home in time. With number 12, Scott Pesciani, now stepping up to bat. Ball thrown down the middle for a strike. As he starts off with an 0-1 count Still 2 outs in the inning, though. Ball thrown on the inside of Scott. Almost making contact, but he jumps out of the way. Count 1-1. As the umpire calls for a strike. Seems maybe that ball was thrown right to the bottom corner of Scott Pesciani's box. As that ball is hit low and foul. Count 1-2. That ball is hit over to second base. As the inning has finally come to an end. A solid game being played by the Hawks. Keeping control and moving through the WCC lineup. Nice and steady. As Nick steps up, ready for his first pitch. Ball hit up high. As the count is 0-1. Thrown low, as the count is now 1-1. Another low pitch. 2-1 is the count. Nick Thorgerson taking no time between these pitches as he's working this count. 3-1. 3-1 for Nick Salzano. As that ball is hit over to right field. Play is made only for a base hit. As we go full circle back to the top of the batting order with Fabio Ricci stepping up to bat. As that ball is thrown right down the middle for a strike. That ball is hit over to left field, going back and making that play is the left fielder, making Nick Salzano return back to first base. Number 21, Matt Casanelli, is now up to bat with 1 out. Let's see if he can bring some runs in for the WCC Vikings. Thorgerson now. Throwing over to first base, trying to catch Salzano from stealing. On the inside. Salzano going for second as he is called out. Successfully not able to steal that base. 2 outs now for the Vikings, with Casanelli now with his back against the wall. Let's see if he can capitalize and start up a run for this Vikings team. RCC just went on a rally with 2 outs. Wondering if Casanelli will do the same for the Vikings. Pitch hit up high. Over to set short as that play is made. And ends the inning. Well, no runs scored that inning for the Vikings. A hopeful inning for them to try and get on the board, but they just could not step up and get things done. RCC now in a comfortable position going to the third inning. Leadoff hitter for the Hawks is number 17, Billy Seymour. That ball is hit over to left center field. Going back is the fielder. Can't seem to make the play, as that was a home run. A solo homer for Billy Seymour, taking a 6-0 lead for the RCC Hawks. As we now have a ball thrown to Dominic Kobaba. Ball number 2. That ball is hit up towards the inner field. Going over to make the play is the center fielder as he catches that ball for the first out of the inning. Well, with no plays being made for Dominic Kolbaba in that situation, let's see if Nick Gamboli will be able to capitalize. That ball is thrown up high for a ball number 1. That ball is hit up towards center field once again. Going to make the play is the right fielder now as he catches that ball for the second out of the inning. As Anthony Aresto now steps up to bat. Ball thrown on the outside. Count 1-0. That's the second ball thrown by Andrew Rosenbaum. Working the count now. 2-0 with 2 outs. Lining up the next pitch, and that one was outside as well for ball number 3. As that was the 4th ball thrown, as Anthony Aresto just takes his base now. Number 15 is now up to bat. Nick Kolbaba. His brother getting hit out before. Let's see if he can do something better in this situation. Runner on first. As that pitch is thrown right down the middle for a strike. Seemed pretty low, but, you know, it's umpire's call. have a different view from the announcer's box up here. Anticipating the run, but number 20, Justin Palladino, not able to capitalize on stopping it. Anthony Aristo stays at first. Andrew Rosenbaum getting ready to line up his next pitch. Runner goes for second as that ball is hit foul. That ball is hit over to left field and moves the runners for a base hit. We now have Anthony Aristo in a scoring position on second base with Nick Kobaba on first. Number 20 now, Anthony Milano steps up to bat to see if he can move one of those scores in and take a 7-0 lead. An early lead in the game still for the Hawks, as it's only the bottom of the third inning. Ball thrown down the middle for a strike. That ball is hit foul just over the third baseline. Looked like it was going to be in. Count 0-2. Anthony Milano. That ball is hit over down to the gap as the play is made at second, ending the inning, but not ending the scoring rally for the Hawks. I mean, it's a 6-0 lead now going into the fourth inning.